welcome to ITS Tactical. Today we're going to be reviewing the T.A.D. Gear Survival Spark. The Survival Spark, which easier to show if I take it out of this package. The Survival Spark was inspired by a classic Vietnam era sparking unit carried by pilots and aircrew in Vietnam. And this is made by T.A.D. Gear. It's solid brass. It's refillable, much like a Zippo lighter. The bottom unscrews here, and it's got a spring-loaded unit here, and you can see the little flint. I can see the little flint. So that just goes back in there. Very similar to a Zippo. Bottom unscrews, and the unit sparks again. This is a really excellent sparking unit. Obviously, these Tinder-Quik fuel tabs that it comes with are definitely no joke either, and make things a lot easier. You can see just by kind of spreading the end of this. Gotta turn it the right way. I mean, these suckers light in no time. But so those are the Tinder-Quik fuel tabs. It comes with 4 of them in the package. Now, the unique thing that T.A.D. Gear's done with the Survival Spark is they've put a small channel, if you can see that channel that runs the length of the Survival Spark, and that channel is to house a needle, and thread wraps around the Survival Spark and can be secured with heat shrink tubing. So we're actually going to show that on video today. I've never done that before. I've never had the experience of putting the heat shrink tubing on one of these, so I'll be learning right along with you guys on the video here. So let's go ahead and do that now. So like I've said, there's a channel here that's made for a needle, and we've got, if I can pick it up, sewing needle here. We're just going to put that right in the channel, just like so. Now, T.A.D. recommends that you put a small piece of tape as you start your thread. So we've got some brown thread here that we're going to wrap this with. Oh, there goes my needle. Bear with me here as I figure this out at the same time. So, go ahead and take a piece of Scotch tape. And I think I'm going to position the thread down here towards the bottom, just so it starts easier once we start wrapping it. Cut a little of this tape off here. Okay, so now in their picture diagram on their website, they say to wrap it a little bit and then put it into the chuck of a drill and then turn that on, and it'll help aid in wrapping it. So we just happen to have a handy Craftsman drill here. Insert that into the chuck. We'll see how this goes. I have this at the lowest speed the drill will run here. Okay, for the sake of time here, we've gone ahead and taken care of winding it the rest of the way. You can see that. Quite a bit on there. and there's a strand hanging off here, and we're just gonna wind that to keep it loose, just so it's easy to get to if we have to use this. I'm not going to tie it off or anything. Now on T.A.D's website they recommend using 1/2 to 3/4 inch heat shrink tubing. So what we have is a small package of heat shrink tubing picked up at Radio Shack, of all places. And it has some 3/8 and 1/2 inch heat shrink tubing in here. Now the 3/8 looks like it's going to fit just fine as far as the diameter goes. But we can go ahead and go with the 1/2 as they recommend and just kind of see what happens with it. So they say and recommend to cut the heat shrink tubing to 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to measure this here. Alright, and we've got our 2.5 inch piece of heat shrink tubing here. So now we'll finish out our sewing kit mode here on our T.A.D Gear Survival Spark. So we'll pause for a minute, get the hairdryer set up, and we'll heat up this heat shrink tubing. Okay, have our hairdryer. We're back. Now, it says on their website to make sure that you start the heat shrink tubing, or actually heating it, at the end of the Survival Spark here with the flint wheel. So we're going to go ahead and turn the hairdryer, get this started. Since this is taking so long, I'm going to try the 3/8. See if that goes any quicker. Now technically we're supposed to have a heat gun to do this, but hairdryer is going to work in this case for us. Okay, here's a 2.5 inch piece of the 3/8 inch heat shrink tubing. So let's give that a shot. Okay, there we go. Starting to get some shrinking now. Okay, that was taking entirely too long a video, so we stopped the video, finished the heat shrink tubing. So here's our finished product. This is the T.A.D Gear Survival Spark in heat shrink tubing. Now what we're going to do here on the end, where our excess was, is we're just going to cut with an X-Acto knife and trim this to size. So do that here. Okay, so what we've done is just trim off a little of this on the bottom. And there is our completed T.A.D Gear Survival Spark sewing kit mod. This has been an ITS Tactical video. Thanks for watching.